old antique truck, and I'll bet you that's Big Jim driving that himself. There they are. They couldn't haul too much when they had those kind of trucks. And, gee, I don't know. I think that's Burger Chef.
That looks like the big yellow bird from Burger Chef. Hey, look at that. Burger Chef and Jeff with their Burger Mobile. That's what it is. Anybody could see that. Why, sure. Unit here from Siebert Oldsmobile. There are two cars and the truck, the second one, a Datsun from Siebert Oldsmobile. Okay, we have now, it looks like the Four Wheels group coming up.
Yes, George, the Four Wheels to Freedom's coming up, and I think they have quite a few entries in this, probably up to, maybe up to 15 cars. Four Wheels to Freedom, and I still say we have to give them a great big thank you for all the good work they do, especially, they do it all year long, but especially in the wintertime when you have to get someplace or you're snowed in. I tell you, those people get out and they really help you. Four Wheels to Freedom. Hiya, folks. There they are going by. George, why don't we say another nice word about the Shelby National Bank?
Right, Shelby National Bank right here in the corner, one of our sponsors of the broadcast of the parade. Now remember them when you're ready to buy that new car, add that room on your home. They can provide the financial assistance that you'll need to get the job done. Just one of the fine financial institutions in the area here, Shelby National Bank. More units from the Four Wheels for Freedom Club coming around our circle now.
And George, we were talking about the Shelby National Bank. Now, I don't know if they advanced a loan, but I think this next float is sponsored by them, except it's a horse and wagon, or a horse and a, that's not a wagon, what do you call it?
What, a buggy? I mean, a horse and buggy?
With the surrey, with the fringe on top.
Right. Look at the fellow with the stovepipe hat. You don't drive it, do you? I guess you do drive it. Again, this is from the Shelby National Bank. Jess McDaniel said we do not make loans on buggies. Wasn't that what he said?
Well, I don't know, but there they go. And here is a nice float. Calvin Yoke is in this, and he's sponsored by the Farm Bureau out there. Hi, Calvin. There he is. It's not Calvin, but he's supposed to be in there. All right. And we've got another. This coming up, George, is the Marion County Sheriff's Horse Patrol. So these folks are coming by from Marion County all the way down here, and they've got their horse units. This is a horse patrol from Marion County.
Hey, this is a fine-looking unit. I want you to take a good look at it as it passes before you here. Marion County Horse Patrol. We're mighty happy to have them here. Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Have them here for our festival. Right, a fine-looking unit there. Again, we ask you to please stay back on the curb to give the parade units room to pass around the corner. Now, a long string of antique automobiles, I think, coming up here.
George, these are all, at least this says they are, because I can't tell you for sure. These are all Model A folks, and they're put in here by John Berry. And that one is from Greenwood, Indiana. And I don't know, we'll see where they're all from, but these are all supposed to be Model A's. So there they go. I think a Model T was before a Model A, is that right?
That's what my great-great-great-grandfather told me. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you this, they've all got horns in them. And going by, there's another one. Oh, they're painted up and they shine like a silver dollar. Beautiful Model A's. Some kids riding in the rumble seat. There's a convertible, George. Right. I bet you the top comes down.
You know, back in that year, I bet that was the very latest form of transportation.
You know, you could very well be right. There goes some more Model A's going by. Now, I don't think the next one is quite what you call a Model A.
No, but I think it is certainly an antique. I think, isn't that the Edsel, I believe, coming around the circle? Those are very, very rare right now. So once again, they also almost fall into that antique class.
George, I just had a man come up and say, you tell George he's driven one of those, he ought to know what it is. Frank Gullo giving George the word there. And we've got another float coming up, the Optimist Club. And this is on a nice, big semi, and I'm trying to see Charlie Bowlby's furnished a semi for the Optimist Club coming up here. Friends of the Youth, and they sponsor baseball, knothole, Little League. They give the McNamara Award. They have the Youth Day, and there they go, Shelbyville Optimist Club.
That's Ernie Conrad up there in front. Hello there, Ernie. Right. A fine entry here for the youth of our community. And as Patty said, baseball, knothole, Little League, and of course the McNamara Award is presented by the Optimist Club. They have Youth Appreciation Week, Youth Radio Day on WSVL, and a very, very fine and active group. Here comes, it looks like, we go way back here, the Spurlock Indian tribe. This is the Spurlock Indian tribe. This possibly is one of the more authentic entries in our parade. Let's hear it for them. Don't they really look authentic?
Not only look authentic, George, they really are, and I think that's 4 generations of the Spurlock tribe, and that really is a wonderful entry there. Hey, we've got the Flivvers coming up now, and I want to tell people just a little bit about the Flivvers. You know, the Flivver Club is one of the many units representing Murat Temple in the state of Indiana, and they're one of the youngest units. This is only their 2nd year to be in a float, and they promote the Shrines Crippled Children's Hospital and the Burn Institute. The Flivvers are owned and operated by the drivers. They're also responsible for all their expenses, fun, and enjoyment that's part of every parade. And hey, we thank you, Murat Temple Flivver drivers.
Right, they can handle them pretty good around the corner. They can do very, very good. You're listening to WSVL Radio, broadcasting our 1st annual Bears of Blue River Festival Parade. Now, next here, the Delta Theta Tau float entering the area. Okay, and there, green and white letters there, and the Sahara Grotto Band. Boy, they have a pretty sound. Take a good look at that, the Sahara Grotto Band. Let's give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. They make a fine sound here.
Yes, and the next unit coming up is the Shelby County Jaycees on horses. And the Jaycees enjoy so many things. They're in this and they enjoy that. And there goes their horse unit. So going by there. And we've got another color guard coming up, George. And this is the Indiana National Guard Ceremonial Color Guard Horse Patrol. And say, that's an impressive looking unit, isn't it?
It certainly is. And immaculately dressed here in precision formation as they enter the public square. Again, that is the Indiana National Guard Ceremonial Horse Patrol. That's the color guard. This is for that we repeat some of these because people on the east side of the circle possibly don't hear us.
Yes, and George, the float that just went by was Fantasy Fireplace, and might even have a chimney sweep in there. Here's the Shelby County Jaycees float coming through, and the kids camp out. They've got toys for children, cystic fibrosis. They're going by there with a nice unit, and the clowns are driving that. Hey, we've got a couple of coming up here that, now that is a motorized, I can't believe it, George. What, let me see. I can't think of the right words for skateboard, a motorized skateboard. You know, here I am, I can't even think of a skateboard. I think we've got Carl and Max Bossback coming up in their horse-drawn unit. George, would you believe they turned that around here on the square, 4 horse-drawn?
Aren't those beautiful animals there? Carl and Max Bossback. Beautiful animals there. And look, coming up here, here's a horse wearing a hat and a clown wearing some orange hair. He's gonna blow a whistle now.
Are you sure that's a horse?
I wanted to be kind. I was trying. Okay.
Right, George, and the next one, now this is how you used to get milk delivered to your home, folks. The Compton Dairy horse-drawn wagon. Now, this is the way you used to get the milk delivered to your home. You know, they'd come by and that horse knew every stop he made. Here we are with Knauf fiberglass truck, pulled by Ashcraft Trucking. Those are nice semis, all newly painted and just as pretty as a picture. Knopf fiberglass, a nice addition to Shelbyville.
Right, a very large unit. We're getting a little sound reverberation coming back to us off the truck here. Sounds a little weird. We're getting more of it than the audience is right now. Okay, coming up next here is the Navy recruiting float. The Navy recruiting float, male and female sample. That's not the right word.
I think those are representatives of the Navy, and they've got a nice model of a ship on there. Maybe somebody could tell us what kind of a ship or that is. Beautiful one, though. Here we come by with another horse-drawn wagon, and aren't the horses pretty? Oh, the harness on them just absolutely beautiful going by there. Nice horse-drawn unit, and that is Lackey. I don't know the first name, but the Lackey unit going by, horse-drawn unit. And we've got some more horse-drawn units coming up here now, and we'll have to wait till they get just a little bit closer, George. I hate to tell you, but I think the parade is getting very close to the end. I hear a lot of sirens.
Right, I think you're very right. These horse-drawn units here are the Weidenbaugh group as it passes in front of us. Once again, we ask you, please do not stand on the shrubbery or on the dirt area. Please stand on only the concrete. Do not stand on the shrubbery. This is from, I didn't quite get that. Is that date?
That is Public Service Indiana, a 1926 line truck, as opposed to their 1980 line truck following it. Kind of gives you an idea of the before and after of a lot of things, doesn't it, George? We've got a Morristown unit coming up now, sponsored by the Morristown Chamber of Commerce, and it's a float going by here from Morristown, Indiana.
Patty, this is the Morristown Chamber of Commerce float, congratulating Shelbyville for its improvement. And from courtesy of Scott Station here, the Southwestern Food Key to Freedom float. There, I got it.
Yeah, from the Shelby County Farm Bureau. And here's the Shelbyville Fire Department. I can't out-talk them. Now, that was the newer truck, I think, and here is an old truck. And this, hey, they're going to have a water ball fight, too. And they're going to give a nice trophy there for the water ball fight.
Patty, we have more fire truck units. This one passing in front of us right now is from the Waldron Fire Department. Unit from the Waldron Fire Department. I think we have several area fire departments entered. Coming up next here is one from St. Paul. This unit here is from the St. Paul Volunteer Fire Department, entering a public square. Then next, of course, is from the Marietta Volunteer Fire Department. They're talking about the Marietta Fish Fry, and that's tonight. That starts tonight there at Marietta. Here's the Morristown unit from the Morristown Volunteer Fire Department. And this, of course, is our first aid unit next.
Right, that's Unit 10 going by there. If you need help, folks, they are the ones to help. And we've got some more trucks coming by. George, do you think they're part of the parade, or did they just get this? Yes, this is another entry from Ashcraft Trucking. I knew they were supposed to have 3 trucks, but I couldn't find the other 2. So there's another unit from Ashcraft Trucking. And we've got one more coming up here. And I think, George, as much as I hate to say it, that's going to be the end of our parade today. Brought to you today by First Federal Savings and Loan, Union Federal Savings and Loan, Shelby National Bank, the Farmers National Bank, and the State Bank of Waldron. And, George, you want to tell the people a little more?
Patty, we want to certainly thank everybody for coming down and watching our parade. And I remind you again, all of you here today, of the K-9 demonstration to take place right away in front of the City Hall. This is put on by the Shelbyville Police Department and the Johnson County Police Department. Don't forget to attend the meal served tonight in the public square and attend the International Ball. So be here tonight. Patty, we have a whole lot more taking place in the downtown area.
Right, George. The people are really milling around now. A lot of the parade units that were in it are coming back. They're going through the square now, the old-time cars. I see them. Remember, Ronald McDonald is going to be on the public square for all the kids to enjoy. And I can't think of anything else, George. This is Patty Stevens.
I think it does it. This is George Lambert, and we certainly have enjoyed bringing you the parade. We hope all the listeners and folks here have enjoyed it as much of us. Thanks again, Patty.
Yes, George, and remember, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan, Union Federal Savings and Loan, Shelby National Bank, Farmers National Bank, and the State Bank of Waldron. And remember, this is an annual affair, so we'll see you next year.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody. The video portion of this program was brought to you in part by Jones Intercable, your local cable company located at 903 South Harrison Street, and by H&H Zenith Sales and Service, located at 1121 St. Joe Street, home of 4D Electric. For your cable needs, call Jones Intercable at 398-6681. And for your TV or stereo needs, stop in and see Eric at 4D Electric and ask about all the specials he has. Remember, with Zenith, the quality goes in before the name goes on.
Crying out loud.